Alright my beautiful and amazing people, welcome once again to Gist and Smile TV, your number one stop for everything hot, heartfelt, and inspiring in Nollywood. Today's gist is one of those stories that warms the heart, lifts the spirit, and reminds us why some stars shine differently, not because they shout the loudest, but because they shine the brightest. This one is about the graceful, humble, and ever-talented Sonia Uche, her beautiful on-screen chemistry with Jack Daniel in the hit film Wheel of Love, and the moment Zubby Michael's heartfelt praise made the internet go wild. Grab your popcorn, sit back, and let's gist, because this one is pure gold. So let's start from where it all began, when Zubby Michael, one of Nollywood's biggest and most confident actors, publicly praised Sonia Uche. And you know Zubby, he doesn't just throw compliments around like confetti. For him to take time to openly celebrate Sonia tells you everything about the kind of person she is. Zubby called her humble, respectful, and incredibly hardworking. And if you know this industry, you'll understand that humility and fame rarely walk hand in hand. But Sonia, she's proved that grace still exists in Nollywood. He went on to share how even as a producer, Sonia carried herself with such warmth and simplicity. No pride, no diva energy, just pure respect for everyone around her. Zubby said she treated the crew like family, and that struck a chord with fans. In an industry where some stars allow fame to change them, Sonia's humility stands out like a diamond in the dust. She doesn't need to prove her worth, her work and attitude speak louder than words. When Zubby praised her, the internet exploded. Fans rushed online saying things like, "We already know this about Sonia." Because honestly, everyone who has followed her journey knows that she's a class act. Quiet, consistent, and effortlessly graceful. Sonia has built her career not on noise or controversy, but on dedication and respect, two qualities that seem rare these days. Now let's talk about the movie that changed the game, Wheel of Love. Oh my goodness, that movie didn't just trend, it took over the internet. Within days of release, it crossed over 1 million views. But the talk wasn't just about the storyline, it was about the chemistry between Sonia Uche and Jack Daniel. My people, those two lit up the screen like magic. From their first scene together, the connection was undeniable. You could literally feel the emotions through your screen. The glances, the gestures, the quiet tension, everything felt so real that fans began to wonder if these two were actually acting or simply expressing real feelings. Social media went crazy. Viewers were saying, "Abeg, these two should just date in real life." Others were posting clips, saying, "This is what real acting looks like." But beyond the fun and fan theories, Wheel of Love stood out because it was authentic. It wasn't forced. It wasn't loud. It was beautiful storytelling wrapped in emotion and truth. The love felt natural, the kind of chemistry that only happens when two actors genuinely connect and trust each other's craft. And let's be honest, that's what Nollywood has been missing, simplicity with depth. While some movies chase shock value, Wheel of Love focused on real emotion. And it worked. People could relate. It reminded us of what love should look like, pure, patient, and full of feeling. Sonia's performance was the definition of grace under pressure. Calm, collected, and full of heart. She didn't overact, she simply lived the role. And that's why fans love her, she makes every scene believable without trying too hard. Then there was Jack Daniel, who completely surprised everyone. We're used to seeing him as the confident, playful lover boy, but in Wheel of Love, he showed a softer, more emotional side. You could see the vulnerability in his eyes, the tenderness in his delivery. It was one of his best performances to date, and many people believe it was Sonia's quiet, nurturing energy that helped him bring that out. Their chemistry didn't just entertain, it set a new standard. People started calling them Nollywood's new power pair. And honestly, they earned that title. Because you can't fake that kind of connection. It's raw, it's real, and it's rare. Now, beyond the romance and acting, Wheel of Love carried a deeper message, one that deserves to be celebrated. It taught us about teamwork, humility, and respect. Every scene showed balance and trust. No ego, no competition, just two professionals who wanted to make something beautiful together. And that's the secret behind their success. When passion replaces pride, magic happens. And speaking of success, Sonia Uche has been on an incredible journey. She started as a quiet actress, taking roles, learning, growing, and slowly building her legacy. Today, she's not just acting, she's producing. Wheel of Love wasn't just another movie for her, it was a statement. A declaration that she's no longer just in the game, she's shaping it. From being a rising actress to becoming a respected filmmaker, Sonia is showing the world what it means to evolve with purpose. Her focus isn't fame, it's legacy. She's building something that lasts. She's inspiring young women to believe that they can be gentle and powerful at the same time, that kindness is not weakness, and humility doesn't mean silence. Now let's talk about what's next. Rumor has it that Sonia's next big project is dropping this December, and fans are already buzzing with excitement. After how Wheel of Love blew up, everyone's wondering if Jack Daniel will return for the sequel or if we'll see a brand new story. But one thing we know for sure, Sonia knows her audience. She understands timing, and she delivers just what the fans want at the perfect moment. December is shaping up to be her season again, and she absolutely deserves it. Through all the fame and recognition, Sonia has stayed consistent. She doesn't fight for attention. She doesn't react to gossip. She just works harder and shines brighter. Her calmness, discipline, and respect for her craft have made her one of the most admired stars in Nollywood today. And Wheel of Love is proof of what can happen when talent meets humility. The film continues to trend weeks after release. Fans are still creating edits, sharing reactions, and talking about how the story touched their hearts. It's not just a film, it's an experience. It reminds us that love, whether on screen or in real life, thrives best when it's built on mutual respect, patience, and teamwork. That's what made the movie so beautiful. It wasn't about perfection, it was about connection. And that's what makes both Sonia and Chike stand out. They didn't try to outshine each other, they elevated one another. That's true artistry. And if there's one big takeaway from Sonia Uche's journey, it's this: success doesn't need noise. You don't have to shout to be noticed. You don't have to prove your worth to anyone. When your work is good, your light will shine regardless. Sonia's story is the perfect example of grace in motion, a woman who lets her actions speak, who uplifts others through example, and who continues to rise with quiet confidence. So whether it's Zubby Michael's open admiration, the global success of Wheel of Love, or the growing anticipation for her next project, one thing is clear: Sonia Uche isn't just acting, she's inspiring. She's teaching an entire generation that humility and hard work never go out of style. And to wrap this up, my people, let's give this amazing woman her flowers. Because in a world where noise often overshadows talent, Sonia Uche proves that quiet power lasts the longest. So let's keep our eyes on December, because if what we're hearing is true, she's about to light up our screens again, and we'll all be here to gist about it when it happens. This is your host signing out from Gist and Smile TV, where we celebrate stars with heart, stories with soul, and moments that make you smile. Until next time, keep shining, keep loving, and keep smiling, because like Sonia Uche, grace always wins.